Mastering your one-on-one ability as a football player is absolutely crucial in 2026 because every time you're on the pitch, realistically you're in a one-on-one situation most of the time. As a winger, as a centre mid, as a striker, you're always going to have someone that you're playing against, and getting past them, dribbling past them and keeping the ball is absolutely crucial for you. You see, because I've played academy football almost my whole life. I've played for my national team at youth levels, and I've also signed my first pro contract by the age of 19. So today I'm going to show you how to absolutely master your one-on-one ability so you can become the best player on your team. Let's start with the first one, which I think is the most crucial one when it comes to one-on-one ability, and it's your ball control. Because if you're losing control of the ball every time you try to dribble, every time you do a duel, then yeah, you've got no chance in professional football. If you can take care of the ball and almost make your ball part of your own body, then you're going to be unstoppable. So here's how you can do that. Okay, so what do I actually mean by ball control when you're doing a one-on-one? Well, it's the ability to have control of the ball under you for 90% of the time in most scenarios on the pitch. You see, because most players like to do this every time they dribble. They will take a touch, they will run to it, and then again, take a touch, run to it. But this is only acceptable when you're going on a counter-attack and you're just running forward as much as possible, trying to get away from the defender at full speed. But most of the time when you're going to drive at someone, most of the time when you're going to be in the middle of the pitch, we want to cut inside as a winger. Doing this is not acceptable because if someone comes flying, you're gone. The ability to take a touch every step of the way is such an underrated ability. Every time you take a touch, you should take a step. So just like this, boom, at full speed, doing it lengthily, but every time you take a step, you do a touch. It's not about you going forward for as fast as possible. It's about you having control of the ball. So if you can't do this good at the moment, I want you to start slowly. I don't want you to go full speed. I don't want you to go full intensity. Just literally go slowly, just like this, and get used to the biomechanics and the feel of the ball every time you take a step and then turn. Go the other way around. It's an easy exercise that you need to be doing, but as soon as you start mastering it, this is where you need to start incorporating full speed, just like this. Turn full speed and go again, like this. This, again, like I said, gives you the option to turn, to change directions, and to go in any direction that you want on the pitch. When you take a big touch and you're running towards the touch, you ain't got control. You can't go to the left, you can't go to the right, you can't turn, and you can't even go forward. But when you got the advantage of the ball being under you, this is what happens when someone comes flying or someone is very close to you. You take a touch, he's here, you take the touch here, and you turn. If you have the ball control under you, then you take a touch, someone's in front of you, you turn, go the other way. If the defender comes from this side, you can actually turn and go. It's such an underrated ability. It might not be the easiest thing in the world, but if you use this progression, you're definitely going to develop it. After you've mastered the straight line, controlling the ball on every step you take, you can actually progress to zigzags with cones or without cones. It doesn't really matter as much. It's just about the movement of driving in there, then in there, then in there, and changing directions with that ball control, just like this. Just like this. If you can master this, if you can master straight running and taking a touch every time you do a step, then you're gonna be halfway through of being a good one-on-one dribbler and winning almost all your duels when you have the ball here. But alongside this, there's other important things that you need to make sure you're doing that I'm gonna show you right now. Another underrated ability, which I think everyone knows about it, but no one specifically trains it, is your changes of directions combined with deception. Deception is such a key word here because deception is, I think, the most powerful and underrated skill in any position on the pitch, not just as a winger, not just as a striker, even as a goalkeeper when he passes the box. What do I mean by deception? Well, when you're playing a one-on-one against someone at a professional level, it's a chess game. It's not just physical, it's not just football. It becomes a chess game because everyone is fast, everyone is explosive, and everyone is good on the ball, everyone is smart. So when everyone's good, then it really and truly becomes a chess game. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say this is a defender. Let's imagine this is a defender in a real game. He's a professional, I'm a professional. professional. When I dribble at him, it's not just about kicking the ball there or there and just running after it. This is not going to work most of the time. When you see a very good dribbler, let's say Lionel Messi, let's say Ronaldo, let's say Olise, every good dribbler in the world has a quality of decepting the defender of where they actually want to go. If you have the ball here, you need to make sure that the defender doesn't know what you want to do with the ball. You need to be so unpredictable and you need to give him a deception. For example, you often see a lot of wingers do this. Put their whole body and positioning like they're going down the line just like this. And in the last second, they'll cut inside, take a shot, take a pass, dribble. But they will never just do this. Like they will never just get the ball and just look at the defender and start running like this. This is not really gonna work because the defender, you have to think about it. At a good level, professional defender is always gonna be like this. He's ready. He's ready to take you on. He's showing you, he's looking where you're gonna go. And if you're gonna take it directly, then it's easy for him to just go like this, boom, out of the way. There's a couple ways you can deceive the defender. As a winger, obviously, there's two main ways. So there is the going down the line and then cutting inside. But the key here is when you cut inside, the last step that you take is supposed to be a step in which you're selling the move to the wing and you're cutting inside with the second two and you're taking a shot or you're doing anything that you want after. If you're just gonna show like this, you're gonna show like this, but then you're just gonna take it like this, first of all, your body is not going to be adjusted to the ball here and you're going to change directions really slowly. But second of all, the defender can see this because at a professional level, every defender is smart. When you dribble, you first of all want to make sure that you're deceiving down the wing and then the last step should be like this, cut inside, take a shot or continue dribbling or take a pass. This will look like this when you actually do it fast. So you're going to get the ball, turn, take it. Now, but this is just one of the ways you're gonna dribble and you're gonna deceive your defender, cutting aside, taking a shot. But if you're only gonna do this in the game, again, that's not deception because the defender is gonna be reading you every single time. So you need to make sure that you have the ability to go down the wing just as much. From the wing, there's two options you can do. Either cut the corner just like this, and from here you can take a shot or pass it or continue dribbling until you reach a good position and you can score a goal or have an assist. But there's a second option, which I think many of you know, and it's literally just getting it down the line and crossing the ball or turning. From here you can continue dribbling, taking a shot, or from the left crossing it at the second post and letting one of the wingers or strikers score the goal. When you take it down the wing, maybe a little bit harder. You can't just go like this and just expect to get past your defender. This is not really gonna work, guys. What you need to do is you need to take the ball, so you're usually gonna be on the line like this, half turn. When you receive the ball, you want to drive at your defender almost inside, and when you reach him close, you want to do a step here, go down the wing. This is one of the things that you could be doing and it's very powerful. This is how it's going to look at full speed. So you drive at him, you do this, boom, from there you go. It's not a movement that you're gonna do slow, and it's not a movement that you're gonna do direct. You're just gonna go down the wing because the defender is gonna expect this. One more thing that you could be doing to get down the line is literally take it here and do the first variation. You're gonna do this, you go like this, the defender is gonna come naturally, you chop it, and you go down the line. This is a powerful move. This is how it's gonna look at full speed. You do this, boom, turn and go. Again, football seems like a creative game. Like you can do so many options on the pitch, but if you really study football, you can see that there's so many patterns that happen over and over and over again, especially at professional stage. So when you watch a game, you wanna see those patterns, you wanna identify them and actually make them part of your game. Those patterns that I've just showed you are two of the ways you can decept your defender. If you're not a winger, the same principle applies. When you're in the center of the pitch, when you're in the maybe a center back, a right back, a left back, and you have the ball, there's someone in front of you, what you want to make sure of is that you're showing one way, going the other way. You can even do double fake movement just like this, pom, pom, go. There's different things that you could be doing, but just try to not be predictable as a player. Try to not just go like this, dribble and expect to get past your defenders all the time. One more thing that you want to make sure of is when you get past your defender, you want to see his body position. If he steps with both feet on the ground, this is your signal to explode past him. As soon as he put both his foot on the ground, he puts his whole weight here. Now turning this way is going to be extremely hard for him. If he's like this on his toes, then yes, you need to get into this direction. He's showing you this way, you need to go this way. If he's showing you this way, then go this way. So this is how you will make the defender put his whole weight to this side, he's waiting, and for him to turn now, it's hard. Only the best defenders in the world can do it really quickly, and still, even then, it's very hard for him to actually defend you because his whole weight is on this side, so his whole weight is like this. It's hard for him to turn. It's very hard for him to actually take momentum and start chasing you. So if you can do it fast, you can actually do a deception. If you're a center mid, if you're a center back, you want to get past your opponent, then what you should do is, again, do the fake movements and get past him. But another powerful tool that you can do to literally get past defenders is a deception in your passes, just like this. So when you have the ball as a center mid, you want to fake that you're going to pass it this way. You're putting your whole body like you're going to pass it this way. And in the last moment, you're going to chop the ball. You're going to drive. You're going to drive. You're going to attack forward. You're going to pass it forward. The same as a center back. If you actually analyze the best center mids of the world, they do this 90% of the time. They will look like they're passing it there, but then they will pass it there. But then they will chop the ball and go the other way. They will never actually show where they pass the balls most of the time. So they will take a touch, look like that, and yeah, boom. Take a shot, take a pass, anything that you like, but make sure there's deception involved in your game. Now, the next thing on the list is probably the most underrated and unheard of method and skill that you can have as an attacker, as a midfielder, as a defender, to get past your defenders, to get past your opponents, and it's literally using your whole body. Listen, when you're on the pitch, you're not just playing with your legs. So many players are just focused on their legs. They will take the ball, they will start doing ball mastery, they will do everything with their legs, and they will forget about the rest of their body. But when you're playing on the pitch, you're transferring your whole kinetic chain, your whole body to get past someone, to take a shot, to take a pass, to take a touch, to do a tackle, everything. This means that every time you get past someone, you dribble past a defender, you're not just dribbling with your legs. You're actually supposed to use your arms to push him and to take more momentum from pushing him. So if you look at the best players in the world, Messi is extremely good at this. So if you look at him dribbling, he will always push with his arms just like this. He will always be like this, and you can actually see it so many times on the pitch. When he dribbles past someone, right, like he does a fake movement, he gets past him, he will push him to get more momentum and to advance with the ball. Such a powerful thing. One more thing that Messi does as well to win more time and space on the ball with his hands is when the ball is coming to him, let's say he opens up for a ball, this is his defender, so the ball is there, he sees that someone is going to pass him the ball. What he does is, when he changes directions, he pushes the defender and he goes the other way around. The defender goes the other way around and he actually gains more momentum towards the ball. Now he's here, the defender is there. When he receives the ball, he can turn. So he turns, he dribbles, and again, he pushes the defender and advances forward. Such a powerful technique that most players never do it. So next time you're on a training pitch, you have a partner, you're in your team training session, what you want to do is, every time you get past someone, it doesn't matter where on the pitch, it doesn't matter what side you're going on. If you're going to the right side, then push him with your left and advance forward and keep your arms stiff. This is going to give you that momentum. This is going to push the defender and it's going to make it extremely hard for him to actually get the ball off of you. So this is not automatic. This is not something you'll do naturally in most players. So you need to learn this ability of, before you receive the ball, you push the defender and you get the ball. When you turn, you get past your defender, you push with your arm, and then you advance forward. Now, the final thing that you want to make sure you do when you drive with the ball, you dribble, you're in the middle of the pitch, you're on the wing, you're as a center back, you want to make sure that when you drive with the ball, do not look just at the ball, because you're going to end up as one of those wingers, one of those center mids that's dribbling. Yes, you can dribble past the player, but then what you're going to do? Where you're going to pass it? You don't see your teammate, you don't see your opponent, you're lost on the pitch. Professional scouts and professional coaches will always pay attention to this. What can you do after you dribble? What can you do after you can shift the ball past the defender? So you need to learn the ability to dribble and to control the ball without even looking at the ball. Now, in the previous videos, I've showed you one of the methods you can do this, and I've already done it a couple times, so I think you guys already know it. Just literally doing skills around the ball without even looking at the ball, just like this. So you're not even gonna touch the ball, you're not gonna look at the ball, you're just gonna do skills around it. Now, the reason I like this so much is because it works on your proprioception extremely well. So proprioception is the awareness your body has of where it's positioned alongside the ball. So when you do this exercise, it works so well because, look, you're not looking at the ball and you're trying not to touch the ball. Listen, from time to time you're gonna look at the ball, of course, but you're trying to avoid eye contact with the ball. Basically understand that the ball is part of you. This is a powerful skill. The reason I've done it over and over and over again is because this skill alone is probably the best proprioception exercise you can do to make the ball almost part of you. It might be boring from time to time, you might not do it good from time to time. So this is why when you start doing it, you want to master it while looking at the ball just like this first. Then you want to progress to doing it as fast as possible, just like this. And then you want to just not look at the ball completely. And then you want to do it not looking at the ball completely, as fast as possible, just like this. Now, another one that you can do is, if you remember the first exercises that I showed you, you driving with the ball but having the ability to not look at the ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to literally just drive the ball and you're going to take a touch at every step of the way, but you're not going to look at the ball. You're going to look literally to your right, to your left, there. You're even going to scan from time to time. You need to make sure that 90% of the time you're not looking at the ball, just like this. So now, is it gonna be comfortable? Not really. Is it gonna be easy? Not really, but it's a skill that you need to develop in order for you to actually drive with the ball, dribble with the ball, take a touch and not look at the ball. Such an underrated ability, just like this. Now, if you can't do it fast, then start slowly. Literally start by taking a touch slowly, just looking like this. Look at the ball from time to time, do this, scan, look, boom, turn. You're gonna do this over and over and over again until you can master it doing it faster. So when you do it faster, again, you take a touch at every step. You don't let the ball go and just look like this, because this is easy. No, actually controlling the ball like this. And then even faster, just like this. Look, the more you're gonna do this, the more comfortable you'll feel. Driving with the ball, taking a touch and not looking at the ball, the more dangerous you will be, because you will be the most effective player on your team. Most players, especially at the amateur level, they just drive, but they look at the ball and then boom, they lost the ball. They don't know what to do with it. You're going to be good at dribbling, but you're also going to be effective. So you're going to be able to do that key pass, that shot, that goal, that assist. And it's the key that many young players and many amateur players never transition fully to. Because one of the biggest things and the biggest differences between professionals and amateurs is, what do they do after dribbling? What do they do after taking the touch? The final part, probably the hardest skill that you could have, but at the same time, one that's going to make the difference when it comes to making you pro or not. So this skill should have a priority because it's such an underrated skill. So this is it, guys. These are the 5 things which are essential for being good in one-on-one scenarios on the pitch. If you can practice and master these things, I can guarantee that in a couple weeks, a couple months, you'll be a different player, because this is what smart work is actually called. Things that you would actually apply on the pitch. It's not just you doing ball mastery, it's not just doing free kicks and touching the ball and feeling like you're getting better. No, these actually have an aim and a final goal of a certain skill that's going to make you the best one-on-one player and the most effective player. But if I'm gonna be honest, guys, this is just a couple of the skills that you could have, but there is so much more that you could literally be mastering every single day when it comes to your passing ability, shooting ability, dribbling, defending, game IQ, game intelligence, tactical understanding, and even your recovery and confidence development. And this is why making you pro is so hard, because it's not about hard work, it's about optimizing all of these things and putting it into a schedule, putting it into a system that you can follow daily to reach your actual potential and to reach the top 1%. The top 1% is the guys that actually make it pro. So this is exactly why I've made the Volt Protocol. I took all of this knowledge and I applied it into a program with over 60 plus lessons about your physical side of the game, recovery, confidence development, a blueprint in networking, and actually getting pro opportunities by yourself, and also a guide on how to train smart to get the most out of your training. Alongside this, you get a community of over 60 players, all on the same path as you, ready to help you at any time. And also you get access to me. If you have any specific problems or questions that you want my help, then I've actually put the link to my program into the description so you can go check it out. But also, guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because all I do on this account is talk about football and how you can stay at the top of your game. And I'll see you next time.